Hey everyone, just thought I'd make a video to say g'day while I'm driving along the best beach in the world. Yep, that's what I reckon, best beach in the world. Today it's not looking as good as it does when it's in peak condition because it's very windy out there, but I'll tell you what, still looking pretty good. And in regard to beach driving on the mechanical side, 4x4 diesel, I do definitely prefer my 1KD diesel in the beach driving. Slightly bigger size engine than the 1GD. I've driven 1GDs on this beach and this 1KD many times. It's in Western Australia, near Esperance, best beaches in the world. You know, I've done a lot of beach driving in this vehicle, and when I put the foot down, I feel like it's got the grunt there, particularly in low range, to you know, keep the vehicle moving when you get into some unexpected soft sand. When I had the 1GD here, and I've had it in plenty of other sand places, I had a couple of those, 2019 and a 2022. They go okay, they're nice and quiet, people love them, but my feeling was you put the foot down and it just didn't sort of have the grunt to back it up. It was a bit of a rever, it was an easy rever, and certainly the newer one had the torque. So for the highway maintaining speed, better than the 1KD, right? Credit where credit's due. That's just how it is. The way they've tuned it, it works really well. It's not because it's a better or more powerful engine, it's just more powerful because it's tuned that way. And it can certainly handle the tune for the most part in the short term. Give it a bit longer, depending how they're used. We're going to see more of what's happening on top of the usual problems that we know about, but not making a video to talk about the problems with 1GDs. Just to share my feeling about, if you do a lot of sand driving, which engine's more suitable. And I just feel like the 1KD's got the, you know, you push the foot and it backs it up with cubic displacement that keeps the vehicle moving quite easily. Where in the 150s and the 1GD, I just put the foot down and I just don't feel the love, including to the point that really at Big Red on the Simpson Desert, I really had a fair crack. You can have a look on our other YouTube channel, 4x4 Adventures. There's probably some playlists there, Simpson Desert, and we had a bit of a play, a few cars on the sand dunes. I don't know where all the videos are, to be honest. They're there somewhere. That's why you just subscribe, turn the bell on them both, so then you don't miss them, and then you know what's going on. But you know, the 1GD I had at that time, I think we were there in about 2021, I'm taking a guess here. Basically, I couldn't get up the sand dune. I kept letting more air out of the tyres. I was running lower pressure than everyone else, and we had 1KDs in 150 Prados and 1KDs in a 120 Prado make it up this particular dune that I think I had more goes at than them, and I've probably got a bit more driving experience. Maybe they're better than me anyway, fair enough, but I had a fair few cracks trying different things, and it didn't make it up, and I didn't feel it had the grunt there to back it up. That's what I'm talking about. So, and it's the same thing on all these beaches I've just done. We've got 710 Ks on the clock of remote area driving from the bottom of Western Australia in the southeast corner, from Twilight Cove there out to there and along there all the way to Esperance, following the coastline. A lot of beach driving, a little bit inland, but a lot of sand driving even when it's inland. I just prefer the 1KD. It just really, like I said, backs it up. And I will probably bring the 1GR out on some touring trips. Might have to look, I'm actually having a bit of a thought here, so keep everyone in the loop. My other thought was, my daughter, she's would like to, how we work out the deal, but have this car, buy this car, do a deal on this car, whatever it may be, because it's got a lot of history, places it's been, we've all been together. So I've got no intentions of moving it on, because it is and always has been and still is my favourite. Although that doesn't mean I don't like the other vehicles I've got, you know. There's things I don't like about them, but there's not really much I don't like about this 1KD 120. And of course the 1KD 150 I like as well. Look, the V6 120 I haven't driven it as much, but I've driven it more than any other one I've ever had, because I've never had one before, just driving customers' cars. So, and hearing all the stories about fuel use and seeing it on trips compared to our diesels, which was horrifying, to be honest. When you do a lot of Ks like we do, you know, 10 years ago this was the only four-wheel drive I had, so it did all the the harder tracks, the day trips, the weekend trips, the local high country camping trips, the bigger outback touring trips. It did everything. But now there's other vehicles, so we've got choices on what we use for what tracks and trips, that sort of thing. So anyway, point is, I had a thought. Let me have a look at the kilometres on this now. It's getting up there. It's got 460, nearly 464. So I reckon by the time she's ready for it, I could probably try and get it to 500,000 Ks. And it could be like a bit of a retirement plan. It can go to her. We'll take most of the heavy gear off it over the next couple of years. I'll talk to her about it, see if she feels like she still wants to do that. Get her driving in a bit. She's doing a bit of driving at the farm, so need to do more of that, and then she'll be having the L plate soon, and get her driving, make sure she's happy with it, she wants to do that. Then I'll slowly start removing all the awesome gear that she doesn't need, that I need, and maybe put it onto that other 120, the V6, and try and get it out and do similar trips. It's got a 180 litre tank, so I'm sure we can manage it one way or the other. Yeah, you get my picture. Mitch, he reckons he's got his eye on the Commodore and the Hilux, of course. He needs two cars. He's a bit like me, he got some bloody car disease where you need too many cars. Cape Legrand National Park, people. Just sign over there, so just coming into it, and awesome spot. Anyway, just wanted to sort of have a bit of a chit chat. So then I'd be left with, look, by this time, if you haven't figured it out, I'll say at the end of the video, there's going to be more videos specific, but I did actually purchase a Patrol. Some people are going to be horrified, but when you look at all the aspects of everything, it's actually clearly the best option if you want something that you can keep longer, a simple, reliable petrol engine that can do the towing. It gets the same fuel economy as these Toyota V8, V6s anyway. Hasn't got all the stuff bolted on that's going to make it unreliable. So although I still liked, a number of aspects of the Toyota better, the Toyota's better, and I've never hated Nissans. Nissans are on my probably top 6 manufacturers list of cars, that you'd own. It's certainly made in Japan, but there'll be more about that in another video. So point is, that'll leave me with a Patrol, a 2013 150 GX, which was my father's car. So that's my 1KD 150 if you like, and a 120 V6, so that's my 120, and V6 for something different. We'll get some info on the older vehicle and see what's wearing out. Anyway, it's a bit of a bada bing, bada boom. Mate, have a look at this beach, people. Cape Legrand National Park, Esperance, Western Australia. Bloody awesome. It is breezy out there, but you know what? Still nice. But I know if we're going to go for a swim, well, it's just, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's not as desirable as the usual desirable situation. But what an absolutely awesome beach. Anyway, that's the story with the car. Retirement plan over the next couple of years, and 20 to 30,000 Ks maybe. We'll head towards the 500 mark. I'm very happy with how the vehicle's gone for 500,000 Ks, and I feel like, look, it'd probably go a long time on trips as well, but getting a bit older, there's always a chance something's going to catch me out. But I think I've really worked out everything that's a possibility of getting caught out that's going to stop you out there. And it's all in the videos. That's what it's all about. So as far as I'm concerned, it's still one of the most reliable vehicles, but that doesn't mean there's not other vehicles that are reliable enough or suitable. And there's going to be more videos talking about what vehicles I would take where, and I would do, wouldn't, and why, and all that sort of thing. Because after all, your 4x4 may be a diesel or a petrol, but you might be on the same channel with having a 4x4 because you like to travel the country or your country. So bada bing, bada boom, people. Catch you in the next video.